PDFtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer today. I'm here with Christian Schmitz. Hello, Christian. How you doing?
Hello, I'm just fine. Yeah,
We always love having Christian on. Christian is been on over 60 times now. We had a celebration when he hit 60, or a sort of celebration. Me and Richard went and bought cake that Christian couldn't eat, so I don't know how much of a celebration that counts as. But we've had him on a lot, and the reason why we've had him on so much is because his plugin does so much. I think the other day, like, was it last? No, it'd be this week. I think at some point this week, Nick had a complete rant about why you needed the MBS plugin, which it always cracks me up whenever I hear him talk about it because that man is anti-plugin. He was anti-plugin for in general for as long as I knew him. And the moment he got MBS, he had a mini rant this week where he got like a new computer he had to install and he realized he didn't have MBS and his life was so much more difficult. And it's true. I have become very dependent upon a lot of the features that Christian gives us that's available. It really takes FileMaker and it elevates it in a way that is fantastic and thorough and varied, which is why we've had so many sessions. Today we're kind of treading back over something that we've talked in like about a couple times, but it is frankly one of the most awesome features of MBS, one of the most requested, considering that we already have questions on it in my Discord, which is unlocking the power of PDFs with MBS. If you'd like to support the channel, you should definitely do that. You should pop up and grab one of our annual subscription bundles. It works out for you. It helps keep the channel running. It helps keep, well, frankly, if you don't like this format, the long hour-long sessions, there's a lot of little short videos that cover very specific topics that we talk about. And also, you should go support Christian, which is monkeybreadsoftware.com. Yeah, see, it auto-recognized it. There is a free version which has a lot in it, and the paid version doesn't cost a lot, so you should just buy it. Just buy it, make your life easier. So, with that all being said, hey Christian, I'm going to hand it over to you. Do you want to cover questions first? Do you want to talk about that blog article I knew you wanted to go through? What would you like to do?
let's maybe share the screen and start. Today we are talking about DynaPDF functions to work on PDF. And we got a few questions already, so
I will.
maybe we can check out a few things coming with the plugin. Here, examples, DynaPDF. So if you download the plugin, you get all the examples, over 600 of them. And I have plenty of example files here, and we can go through them. And let's say you have something easy, like you just need to merge two PDFs. This would be this example file. And in this case, it's just two records, two PDFs. The script loops over the records and merges it into one PDF file. That's not very difficult, I think. Well, for me, I know all the functions, but for someone who's new, okay. Let's start. What do you need to do? The first thing is DynaPDF has an extra thing. It's too expensive to just give it everyone for free, so you have to actually buy an additional license for it. There are different levels of from cheaper to more expensive. The expensive one does, of course, more things. And besides the license, you need the library files. So we have here DynaPDF Dilib is for Mac. We have the DLL for Windows. And if you go higher to the folder of the plugin for Linux, you find the Linux files there, either for the Intel or the ARM. And it's a frequent support question that people just pick the wrong. But you can just copy this to your extensions folder on the server or this, depending on which machine you have. So you have all the three files together. So back to the example, you got the library and you have the init DynaPDF script. It will try to load the file. So tell the plugin where to find the file. If you just have the standard file name, like you don't rename the file, you can just tell the plugin empty path. So like here, you just say path is empty, default name in extensions folder. So the plugin will look where the plugin is and then look in the same folder for the library file. And our examples are built to just find it in the same folder as the plugin is. So, and then you call DynaPDF initialize, passing the path to the library and the license key if you have one. And then it loads the library and you can use all the DynaPDF functions. A thing you need to do once for every start of FileMaker. And then let's go into the merge example. We start a new DynaPDF environment. We have some options here. Like by default, we make an in-memory PDF. So we collect all the pages in memory and you can get them into a container. But optionally, you can, of course, have the plugin open an output file. So the output goes into the file on disk. You usually only need that if you make very big PDF files. Like you can actually have PDF files that are several gigabytes big, and then you can flush the pages you already have, and so you can build the file over time without keeping it all in memory. So once you have a PDF environment, you can just loop over whatever records, for example, and we use here OpenPDF from container to pass in the container field, and the plugin will just read what's in the container and pass it to DynaPDF. DynaPDF will read the directory of the PDF and know how many pages there are and read a few of the metadata things. But mostly it just very quick, just reads the headers. Or you have the files on disk, so you call the OpenPDF from file function and pass in the native file path. And then you have the PDF open. So we have two PDFs. We have the import PDF, where we read from, and we have our current working PDF in memory. So if the import PDF has some pages, we ask DynaPDF to import the content of the file into memory and add it to our working PDF. And because we make a loop here over several PDFs, we can just attach it to the end. So this page is counting up how many pages we have. So we append to the end of the document. And on the end, we call here the save function, and this saves the PDF. And because we didn't open a file earlier, we did all in memory, this function will give us back the final PDF, and so we can put it in a container. And now, most important, always remember to release your memory, because you can have several DynaPDF environments in memory, but if you create a few thousand of them, it adds up, and eventually all your memory is full.
And your computer will be very unhappy with you.
Yeah, well, technically, if you do it slowly enough, it doesn't matter because it will just swap out and eventually you restart and then it's cleared. We had the question about signing.
Yes. Someone wanted to know any info on signing PDFs, signing inside.
Yeah, and so here's another merge example, merge PDF to file. And here we have a couple of variants for signing. So instead of just telling DynaPDF, well, take everything, save it to a container, we can tell it to save and sign a file. And this digitally signs your PDF. You have to provide the digital certificate with a key, with a private key. You can add some metadata like your company name or title. Let's see on the documentation. So it's a reason, location, file name, so different fields. Certificate password. Okay. Okay, this should probably be the password is empty because you can have PFX files with password or without password. Usually we have them with password because you don't want to have this file just lying around and everyone can use your private key. Then you pass some strings for the metadata and you pass a file name for the container you get back. On Windows, the operation system provides a dialog box where you can actually pick your certificate. So we have another function, save and sign file, WinCrypt dialog. Yeah. I make a lot of functions and have to name them somehow. And so we got the function here, and so the user can pick a certificate, and technically also we can just pass in the function, the certificate name. So store name, you can pick where to find it, and you can pick the certificate name. So the plugin will look for the certificate without showing the dialog. So we have clients which want to sign all their invoices going out. So you can later digitally prove that this thing was signed at that time and the PDF hasn't been altered. No, no changes made to the PDF, because if you change the PDF, the signature breaks, or you have to sign it again, but then you have a different timestamp and maybe a different certificate in use. Another thing here is we have functions that you actually can do the signing yourself. Another example, there's a signing locally with a certificate file again. But you can also use a web service. Some companies do the signing for you, where you send in the hash of the file to the service and you get back the signature, and then you can pass it to DynaPDF. So DynaPDF can include the signature into the file. So if you have someone signing for you. The sign with dialog also works for this signatures with USB sticks, because Windows will handle all this communication to the USB stick. So this is about signing with a digital certificate. The other kind of signing people talk about is signing with a signature with hand, with a pen on the screen. For that, you can create a signature field. So we have the possibility to create form fields, like you can have fillable forms on the PDF, and you can create various types of fields. And we also have the possibility to create a field for signatures. So let's say create sig field. And there you pass in well, the coordinates. So it's a rectangle on the PDF page. And let me see which example it is. Yeah, it's the signature one here. So let's take a look here. So we create a PDF. So this is just a new PDF, some metadata. Oh, we don't compress it. We make a new page. We write some text on it. We create a signature field. And the signature field gets coordinates. It gets a name, yeah. Every field has a name internally, so you can reference it. It gets a color. It gets a validation icon, appearance, and yeah, so there's nothing to see here because, well, you need Adobe Reader to actually see something. There's a screenshot. So when the PDF gets signed, so you have this field. If it's not yet signed, you have the possibility to use here some user interface from Adobe Reader to sign it. And once it's signed, we have the possibility to display the status of the signature. And there's either a check mark or a question mark. There could also, we think, be an error sign if the signature is valid. And this, what you see here, is a custom visual representation of the result, which we built here ourselves. So what you see is basically here our drawings here to draw something. Here, like shading. See that the color is changing here from left blue to white on the right side. This is drawn here, and we draw some text, digital signed by, and we tell the PDF reader where to show this icon with the status, so you can know whether the signature is valid. And that's basically it for this case. And on the end, we sign the file. So it gets signed and it shows the signature status. And this signature field is also what you would use to get a signature from a user so they can sign the file field, sign the PDF.
Could you also do this for initials, like when you have to do initials on the side of something?
I'm not sure. Well, technically, you can have a button where users can draw into other. There are a couple of fields available for
Hmm.
different things.
Hmm.
Um,
We have another question from the audience related to this. I'm going to fling
yeah,
it at you. What are the requirements for a certificate to sign PDFs?
let's see. Safe and signed. Did we have any documentation? I think it's just a certificate where, so in certificates, you have these flags, what can be used for. Like if you buy an SSL certificate, it has a flag for use as SSL. But otherwise, I think it just needs to have this flag for being allowed to sign PDFs.
Hmm.
Think there's anything special. Okay, let's do another thing. So when you make a PDF with DynaPDF, you can change the size of the. You have too many files open. So we merge this is here, and you can change the size of a page. Because we have this question here. What was it?
I'd like to figure out how to build a PDF in a non-standard size, like an ID badge. 3 times
Yeah,
5 inches, for example. Right now, a 3 times 5 badge is in a PDF that prints 8.5 by 11 with a lot of white space. This
yeah.
PDF
Let me
would be
just add here this to the script. Let's say end page, append page. So you can use functions like what was it? Set page format. So let's go to the list. So we have a list of predefined formats, which may be useful. So like, this is a normal paper and here a letter paper and there's use legal format. So you can pass one of the texts um, to make a page smaller. How would I not see that? This page too. So well, that's the page size. And let's export this and open it. So you may see that it's smaller than the one below. Um, you can also set whatever custom size you want. Let's disable this one and make another one. So if you need some specific page size, you can say page width is question was what was it 3.3 inches. So PDF are 70 dots per inch. So you would just say 3 inches by 72. And then and high is, for example, 5 inches. Okay, yeah.
you
Oh,
need to use
high.
width to height, yeah.
Yeah, high. Okay. So let's run this and yeah, export it again. Green is too small. Yeah. And you see it's now much smaller. Does it show me the size here? Yeah, 7.6 centimeter by 12 centimeter. So it's smaller. So you can have whatever page size you want.
So that way it's not just surrounded by white space.
Then,
There you go, Ken.
yeah, the next thing you may want to do is because let's turn this off. Just turn it off. You have an existing page, maybe made in FileMaker, and you use DynaPDF to modify that page. So we could say on the end, we edit this page. Um, So you loaded your page from FileMaker and you say to the plugin, oh, I would really like to change that page. And next thing would be to say here, set bounding box. So let's see the documentation. So every PDF has different boxes. Uh, oh, like this. So I once had a graphic for this. Okay. So there are different boxes. The first one is the media box, is the whole drawing area you have. Then there is a crop box, which usually defines where the printing company will cut the paper because they print on bigger sheets than what you get. So they can print over the edge. There's also a box to define where the main art is. So if you need to shrink the paper, you don't cut into the art. So there's also a trim box similar to the crop box, but let's just define here that we want a crop box. And the crop box should be, let's say, start on the left edge, maybe Y. So we start from this doesn't make sense. Yeah, does it? I think that's something I need to fix the documentation on. So we have the left coordinate, the top coordinate. The top in PDF is from the bottom line. So let's say we say this is 400. Let's say the right one is 200, the top one is 600. Let's see what we get. We just get white. This is not yet perfect. Oh yeah, we are still editing the first. I wanted to edit
Other page? Yeah. Okay.
the other page here. So you see, we cropped the page. It's probably a little bit higher. So let's see, 600, 800. So you see, we just get the top left thing. So if you have a PDF from FileMaker, you can actually apply whatever crop rectangle you like, or even adjust the media rectangle. So people who would print this PDF would have only the cropped area you like to use.
There you go.
So that's your choice. I mean, you can just create a new page and pick whatever size you like, or you can take an existing page and crop the media or the crop box, trim box, whatever. You can change the boxes as you need. So, do you
Whichever
have more questions?
you can. Not at the moment. So you and I can begin wandering through the giant list of options that you have in your file.
Yeah, there's something I planned when I suggested the topic PDF. I thought we should talk maybe about working with PDFs for electronic invoices.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
This is a topic which is currently a thing in here in European Union. They try to get it in every state. The Italians have it already. The Germans and the French people will get it soon. Like in Germany, a company must be able to receive electronic invoices starting next year. And then in 3 years, you have to also deliver your invoices electronically. So no more paper invoices.
Interesting. Okay, so it's like a legal.
Well, I have to add, it's for business to business first.
Got it.
So there are a lot of businesses, especially if you work with one of the bigger companies, like let's say for here, a German train company or something like Volkswagen or Mercedes or so, they don't want to have paper anymore. So if you're working for such a company, they really want to sooner than later get the paper away. Okay, and I would assume that the US will eventually follow. They will have the North American standard, different one. Like we have different standards for different countries. Like someone just asked me about the Belgic standard, different one than what we use in France and Germany. But we have this XML here representation. Let's scroll down, which is basically the data for an invoice. Like there's a number, there's a type, normal invoice, there's some note included. There are fields for all the things you ordered. Product name, amount, price per item, total price, what sales tax applies, the total amount, all the things that every normal invoice has. And the key thing now is that you can produce this PDF, this XML in FileMaker, and when you receive such an invoice, you can get the XML and load it into FileMaker. The example here is to just assemble the XML and the PDF part with DynaPDF into a new PDF file. So a lot of steps here because, well, there are requirements.
Got it.
One of the requirement is it must be PDF-A, so a PDF variant for archiving. You have to set the metadata language. You have to create a structured tree. You have to have ICC profiles, and in case your PDF doesn't have them, we have to replace them. So DynaPDF gets replacement files. We attach the XML, put the XML as an alternative representation of the PDF, and we let DynaPDF perform some checks. And at the output intent, which is the color space for the printout. And then we get a PDF. Let's just make one. So like this one. So we merge the PDF of the invoice with the XML. And then you may need the other way around. You take the PDF and you tell DynaPDF to extract you the XML here. So
Oh,
you get all the XML back. So in case you ever would get an invoice from a German company in the next years, it may contain the XML and you could pass it. Yeah, to extract an embedded file, we can just open the file with DynaPDF, import the content, ask for the embedded files, and the PDF can really have any file embedded. So could be anything, which even allows people to be tricked in like with malware,
mhm.
Like you could have an exe file in the PDF and then a button in the PDF to tell Acrobat Reader to open that file. And yeah, well, things could happen.
Really,
Uh,
really easy.
okay, so you can store whatever file you like. And this example just goes through the files, looks for an XML file, and then takes the XML file and puts it in a field. And because we are nice, we use here an XML query to get this included note field in the PDF. So we can get the notes into a field so you see something about the PDF here. This is a sample invoice. So a couple of people asked us about a more complete example. So Stephanie spent a couple of days working on this. Let's see, yeah. So we have records here for an invoice. Where is it? Yeah, this is a sample invoice. It's in German because, well, this is for German customers currently. And you have a sample invoice with line items, and we create a PDF from that. And we can create the XML for that. So this is here the line items from our FileMaker field, so we can make this into a nice invoice. And then we can extract the invoice and go to the other example here to read it. Open the file. Oh, I should make a record, okay. And click the button and I get all the fields filled in again. So,
That's cool.
yeah, and the thing in Germany, it's mandatory from next year on to receive them. So basically every FileMaker solution doing invoices needs to be updated to do some kind of support for this kind of XML stuff. Yeah.
I sense alterations in our
So
final.
I thought I would show that. So if anyone anywhere in the world has something similar, they may use a similar code. I mean, it's just an XML embedded in a PDF, which is convenient because if you give someone the PDF file, they can just open it and see the content of the invoice. And if you have a computer, you just read the XML part. Any
Nice.
questions?
It's extremely cool, is what it is. Not necessarily any questions. We have to
I
look.
would assume that in 10 years you have the same thing in the US.
Hi, I'm sure.
It's all to, well, prevent tax fraud and yeah, make the whole economy more digital.
Uh, okay. Someone asked about, I think, signatures. Basically, they're asking, is there any PDF manipulation MBS can do baseline without the assistance of DynaPDF? Question mark.
Yeah, well, the thing is, there are a couple of PDF features coming with the operation system.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have Windows, Microsoft provides you with a few functions
Mm-hmm.
for Microsoft, like you can get preview pictures of pages, or you can open a PDF, you can ask how many pages are there, you can render a preview picture. Oh, like this. Yeah, we have a screenshot. So it's our sample file where we can drop in a PDF. You can get the pictures of the pages. That's what Microsoft provides you.
Mm-hmm.
So the Apple operating systems come with a little bit more. So there's PDF Kit, and this provides you a couple of functions you can use without a DynaPDF license. And this may do things like merging again or printing. Um, So we have here functions to combine PDF files, and you can just pass in a couple of PDF files, and the plugin can give you back a new PDF with all the pages added to a new PDF file. And we use PDFKit for printing because, well, people like to send something to a printer automatically. If you're a point of sale system and you make the invoice, you may want to have a print button. And so PDFKit Print can just take a PDF and send it to the printer. For Windows, we have DynaPDF Print, so you can use DynaPDF functions to render the pages for your printer and then send them to the printer. Yeah. So if you have Mac or iOS, you can use these functions here to do various things. But the the built-in stuff for macOS can only do things to a limited way, let's say.
There you go, Pavel. There are some things that you can do. It's just a very limited list. So,
More questions?
not at the
Well,
moment.
maybe we can go through more of the examples. People love to see our example files.
How many are in here now? There are 84.
Yeah, there are a few folders here. In general, we have 600 example pages, and I'm just adding things as people ask for them.
Mhm.
So, more things to do, and let's say what could be interesting for people. Let's say we take maybe the multi-column output. Let's run this. Yeah. So this outputs text in several columns over several pages.
Oh, that's cool.
So you may have noticed that I just clicked a script and it runs through. It's 70 pages, 72. Some stories, and the script is basically instant. And a PDF is very quick. So how do we do that? So we create a new PDF environment. We append a page, the first page. Oh, and we can switch up the coordinate system. So you can have it top down or bottom up. Bottom up is the default.
Hmm.
Then we load a font. Oh, people always ask, where do I get the list of fonts? We have an example for that. So you can scan what fonts are available on your computer. And we create this, we fill this database here with all the fonts. Because sometimes the font is not the name you think about it. So fonts may have different internal names than whatever you are used to seeing for the name.
Well, that's interesting. So you have to call the internal name instead of the actual name that you see.
Yeah, you need to know the, let's say, like something simple like Arial. Wrong field. So, so there's an Arial font.
Hmm.
So family is Arial here, and full name is Arial Bold because if you pick this font Arial in bold or italic, there's a different font files.
Hmm.
It's not one font. It's here. It's several. Here Arial. This is a base Arial.
Hmm.
So, and if you like to write something in Hippo, you need to have a different font again.
And all the variations
So
for the bold and the italics, I
if
see.
you would use an application like, Word or so, it's just Arial in the menu. And um, the Word application would pick the right font file based on whatever you use. So if you would write Hippo, you would get the Jewish version. And if you would write anything else, you would get the normal Arial. And then there's also Arial Unicode, which is where is it? Arrow rounded Unicode. And the Unicode version is the most complete font there because it contains 50,000 characters. And so whatever language you have, this may be very useful to use.
Got it.
Because sometimes you run into characters which are not included in a font, and then you need a different font. Okay, we load a font. Helvetica is one of the built-in fonts, which has advantages as an advantage that you don't include a font into the PDF because it's standard font. It's always available on all PDF readers. So we don't need to include it. Um,
Wait, are you saying
we ask for the page size, yeah.
I just want to make sure I understood. Are you saying that you can attach a font to a PDF so even if their system doesn't have access to the font, the PDF is still readable?
Yeah, that's the idea. You should embed all the fonts you use except for the standard fonts.
Got it. Okay.
So Helvetica is a standard font. There are 14 standard fonts available. And oh, oops, here, I need my screen. Um, so let's see. I think I had it on the block. PDF standard fonts. So here's a list. So Helvetica, Korea, Times, symbols, something, but for the symbols here. So these fonts are available always. If you use them, they don't make your PDF bigger, but if you use a different font information is added, so your
Got it.
file gets bigger.
I did not know that.
Okay, so once we got a page, we ask for the size so we can calculate where the columns will be. And we set a text rectangle for the first column. And here we give an expression. This is something I think is not that bad. Um, So this is a calculation the plugin will perform whenever the current text box is full. So we draw text over 70 pages. So in 3 columns per page. So this thing will be evaluated 210 times, something like 210 times. So whenever it gets evaluated, we count up the column number. And if we are below the limit, we will just add another column by moving the X position. Otherwise, we start at the start position and on the first column, and we add a new page here. And for the first, you have to end the page, and then you append a new page, and we tell the rectangle for the next piece of text. And this gets evaluated all the time until the PDF is finished. And here it's just one call, this justify alignment, which is like left alignment, but it, well, makes the text fill the column. And once all the text out, we just close it, save it, and we see it in FileMaker.
So the complicated
So
bit is that one let function.
yeah, if you have a need to do your own PDFs with the plugin instead of with FileMaker, you may also want to see this example with page layouting. So this uses different text boxes. So there's a text box here on the here, then text continues below it here, and here, and then on the last page there. So we have all these different text boxes, which I think I can show you by turning Boolean here. Yeah, there it is. So again, so we see all the layout boxes. So we have a box for here for the heading line. We have this box for the L, here box there. So it just flows over all these boxes. It allows you to do things with PDFs you couldn't do in FileMaker. And still, this may be a PDF made in FileMaker where you then add additional text or additional pictures. Like if you like to place pictures on your PDF with rounded rectangles, you can do that.
Oh, the images weren't rounded. It made them
No,
rounded.
no, yes, the original image is, it has edges.
That's cool.
Like, and you can play with the thing. Like, where's the rectangle? Let's see. So it's here a clipping. So we have a round rectangle function, and let's just change it. Let's see if you spot the difference. Now here you see it's
Yeah.
much rounder.
Yes, it's much more obvious.
Yeah. So this is a script which builds the PDF completely from scratch. No layout involved. And there's a lot of math going on to calculate where these boxes will be. It's here coming on the bottom. So we have all these different boxes defined. And then we have the one line here to pass style text to the PDF. And that's another thing I worked long on to get style text over. Like I can here go and change text with FileMaker formatting. Like let's make this thread and make this bold and italic. Let's see how much is working actually. Underline. What else do we have here? Um,
Extend uppercase.
let's see, highlight. So, and you see the
Oh, we
color
didn't
got over, the
use it directly
bold.
without you having to code it into the actual script. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, users left to, use the controls with FileMaker. And the plugin actually has to read here character by character from FileMaker and ask FileMaker what's the style of this character. And then we have to reproduce that and tell DynaPDF to add here some color. But yeah, works very well.
It's very cool, is what that is. What's another favorite file of yours?
Oh, here, if you like to make barcodes, I know a lot of people do barcodes, with bitmaps.
Yes.
But here, this is a vector graphics. So how do I prove this? Well, I can zoom in. Uh, that's just boxes. How would I prove that it's not a vector graphics? Let me show you how it's drawn. So when we make a PDF here with something, we can tell DynaPDF to not compress it. Compress level, compression level. You see how I type until it's getting blue?
Yes, it lets you know whether you're imagining something or not.
Yeah. So let's export it again. Let's drop it on a text editor. So we see here code 39, code 39. So, and here you see all the drawing commands for the barcodes. So this is not a picture. This is drawn. And whatever resolution your printer has, this will be always sharp. And the PDF size is smaller because, well, drawing commands are smaller than pictures.
That's really nice.
Yeah. No, yeah, a lot of drawing commands.
Uh, could you make the
And I,
out of links? Like I've met a lot of people these days who want to create those linked barcodes where you highlight the barcode in your phone and it takes to the link that it's shared.
yeah, you can just make whatever barcode you like. Here, QR code. When you make a barcode, you ask DynaPDF to draw you the barcode,
Mhm.
and you put in the type, the content, some options maybe, and here position, and you can just put in a link if you like, and there's plugins.de or whatever, and just run it, and you get a new barcode, and if you scan that with your phone, it should go to the website. Well, let's just check it. This is a second QR code, so let's take a picture here. Barcode, where's here the detect? Oh, where's my picture? Let's make it again. So I can drop it here right away. Detect, and oh, I got a hello world. Wait, is it this barcode? Which barcode is it? This one.
Ah,
Okay. It's the watermark in the way. This could make it more difficult. So, and maybe a little bit bigger. Drop it. Yeah, there
there
it
you go.
is.
I just got mad about the red lines.
Yeah, and it was smaller, than
Hmm.
the maybe too small if the resolution doesn't match. So if you have a need of having barcodes really as something the user can scan and which is sharp, whatever resolution your printer has, this is perfect.
Also,
So did we get some more PDF questions?
uh, something about uh, someone wanted to know about embedding files into the PDF,
Yeah.
also known as trouble.
Didn't I have an example for attachments? Yeah, PDF attachments. There. So we need a PDF to start with. Whatever. This big one. Let's take this invoice example. So let's see. Oh, it hasn't. Well, this is the one we had before, where we put some attachments into it. So let's see, we want some more attachments. Let's say we put in a few pictures. Uh, Another one. So this is now a PDF. Export to the desktop, which is much bigger, and it has a few attachments. You can see them Adobe Reader if you have it, but yeah, well, can do new file and drop it in and extract, and we have them back. Oh, we got the invoice not twice here. Well, to add an attachment, we start with a new blank PDF. We open the existing starting PDF, import it, and then we loop over all the attachments we have and just tell DynaPDF to attach them. And we pass in well, the container field and the attachment name. And then on the end, we can just save them. And the example here is about creating a button to open a PDF embedded in the PDF. So you can have a PDF where you have some content, and then you can click on a button, and then it opens another PDF with some more content. I think we showed that in a live stream before.
I think so. Yeah.
And to extract, it's just the loop over the imported PDF over the embedded files, and we ask for the information about the embedded file, here the name, and about the content for the container. Yeah, and then put it in new fields. So if you ever need to deliver something to a client as a PDF with an attachment, you can do that. For example, you could technically have FileMaker export a record as a PDF and export the same record as a FM12 file, like a FileMaker file. Then you could embed the FileMaker file in the PDF. So when the user then adds this PDF to another database, you could have the database take the FMP12 file and import it
They
back.
import the record. That's cool.
You remember, like we once had this, we did this form example here.
Mhm.
And when we export a record as a PDF, we put the ID of the record in FileMaker into a hidden field.
Yes.
And so when we import it back, let's just change here something. This is let's say Schmitz. Also, we save it
Mhm.
and we import back the changes, and here the name changes.
It changes.
Because we find the hidden field with the ID, can find the matching record, and then update the values.
This is still incredibly cool.
Yeah, let's just show you. So export here, just, open a PDF file, the template one, importing all the pages, and then we set the fields.
Mhm.
And when we close the PDF, we open an output file. So once we close it, it's saved to the file, and well, the hidden field here has the ID. And when we create the template file here, we create the fields. And so it's just creating a field, and then it sets a few flags. And you may remember this. The field is hidden, read-only, invisible, and has a no view flag.
Right. Here's the three different ways to hide to write it.
Yeah, well, technically it's not showing. It's not showing in the field list for the user, and it's hidden for printing, also something like that. So 3 ways to hide it.
Mhm.
And when we do the update from the PDF, we can use here get field to ask for the ID, and then we can make our search to find the record.
Yes, which is very cool. Extremely cool.
Yeah. Did we get some more PDF related questions?
Yeah, something about searches, something about highlighting search results in PDFs, but
Yeah, we have something for this. Like we have a find and replace text.
oh, you
I
can
did
find and
I
replace.
think we did that. So I need a PDF to find something, and let's take here again the license. Um, okay, hard to read, but here is definitions or Dyna PDF license agreement. Let me search for agreement and put something a test in,
Mhm.
and then you see it changes the text to test. Well, that's not what you wanted. You ask for highlighting. Here's a highlight example.
Oh, this is cool.
So this is something we made for people who want to search in PDF files. So you can search for some text and we can highlight it. Agreement. Where's my script on? And you see it's now agreement is red. So
Can you change the color of the highlights?
you want to change the color. Okay.
Sorry.
Where is it? Where is it? Here, replace. There, 255. So I would usually say Dyna PDF RGB, and this takes a value for red. Let's say make it green.
Mhm.
So I think it was 0 to 255. Messing up Cricut. Let's run it again now. It's
There you go.
looks more green. Yeah.
That's actually
So you can change whatever color you like, and we have a couple of functions to work on this thing. And I think we have it also in the PDF library example. So this is an example we made for people who want to uh, have a catalog of a lot of PDFs.
Hmm.
So if you add a PDF, let's take the manual. I mean, let's just show you how nice this works. The manual has 600 pages. So what page number are we? 105. See, so it does render every page as a picture. It does extract the text for the full text search,
Yes.
and I didn't stop the time, but there's maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds, I don't know, for 600.
I mean, it is 600 pages that you're both making.
Oh, it used to be 600. I see it's now 800. Should I wait or
This is cool, honestly. So
yeah.
you and I get to watch it go. This is very cool. The fact you just dropped it in here. It's pulling out
Yeah, from time to time you see here the page number showing 750.
almost done.
Oh, we are done. Oh, no, not yet. So now we are done. So 859 pages.
Uh-huh.
We can search here for a document containing some text. Let's say we search for PDF. I mean, so we found that we have two documents containing the text PDF. Let's open a document,
This is so cool.
and it finds
Every page.
it finds every page containing PDF, which is now, well, every page because of the watermark here. Oh, let me stop that. So, and it highlights all them. I think you see here in the background PDF.
Oh,
Every PDF in every page gets yellow color.
Christian.
Um, let's make a better search. Device RGB. That's something that's in the PDF, and it's not on every page.
There
But
it
you
is.
see, we are getting 46 pages, and then you can go through the pages and you can see exactly where the text is. And I think that's a nice thing if you want to have a database of PDFs and you want to have some kind of search feature using here. This is using the text search in FileMaker.
Mhm.
And then you can make this previews of every PDF page with the highlights.
That's this is so cool. I love this. I might have to nag. Uh oh, we have it is now we're now one past minute, but we got like two questions that popped up at the same
Yeah.
time. Someone was asking about Excel export functions, not PDF export functions. Uh
Well, Excel is a different topic.
yes.
Whoever asked that should maybe go and check the example folder. There's an XL folder here. This is a different topic for a different day.
Yes. There are functions in MBS though to do Excel exports.
Yeah.
Um this is I'm gonna ask it. I don't think there's a way to do this, but maybe you'll surprise me. Um In FileMaker, is it possible to create relationships based on text or a text field on a PDF document? Like, do you mean like a relationship between two records? Like, if someone has Richard Carlton Consulting as their business, it automatically attaches them to that account. Is that what you're suggesting?
So if you mean this line here with relationships, we can't do them in code anyway. I don't think that's possible.
Yes.
Um, of course, you can extract the text of a PDF page and you can find values. So you can find an invoice ID and put it in a field. And then you can find things on the PDF, like if you can identify the line items, you can extract them and make records and then connect them to the invoice. Yeah,
Cool.
but extracting text from PDFs is a difficult thing because the text is usually not written in the order you see it. But whatever application may first draw maybe the headings and then draw the text and maybe then draw a table and then draw on the end here the page numbers.
Hmm.
So DynaPDF on extracting the text sorts it by X and Y. So you get it in usually the correct order.
Got it, which is awesome. Does MBS work for WebDirect?
Yeah. Yeah, you can use it on WebDirect on the server side.
Mhm.
Like we had this, what was it? This example for a client. So this is a database they use on WebDirect, and every PDF that someone sees is personalized. So if you see the PDF contains your name,
Mhm.
visible and hidden. So if you download this PDF and give it to someone, they can track down who got the PDF. This is just made in the here on record load. We load the PDF and then make for you a copy with just your name. So we can go through the records here, and every PDF is on the fly created with your view. Let's see. There's the admin view. This is the original PDF.
Mhm.
And then you get your personalized one. So it's marked to be used.
I'm going
And
to.
that works wonderful in WebDirect.
There you go, business. As for Excel files and WebDirect, like I said, that's another conversation another day.
Yeah, but the scripts using Excel files can also be used in WebDirect.
Yes. Yeah, they wanted to make the person talking about relationships wanted to do relationships based on like grabbing an invoice number and automatically going to the invoice. I think we're good, Christian. Thank you very much. This has been awesome as always. So I will free you to enjoy your weekend. That's the word. I can speak the only language that I know. All right, everybody, you have a good one. We will see you later. Bye-bye.
Love.